There's a story about Michael Jordan that I really like when someone had asked him why he was trying so hard against a random team that they were playing. Like they had already secured a spot in the playoffs. The team that they were playing against sucked, and most star players would have just gotten benched for that game so they could rest. And even if they were playing, they might not be giving it their 100% effort so they could show up and give 100% in the games that mattered. Now, how Michael Jordan responded to that was he said, there might be somebody who saved up all of their money to buy tickets for their dad and their son to come watch Michael Jordan play basketball. He goes, I'm not going to sit out because I need some rest, and I'm certainly not going to half-ass the game because I feel a little bit tired. Now, I think that in the past, I've taken videos like this or check-ins on the channel when I'm pretty tired, like today, and kind of half-assed it a little bit, where it's like, let's just get the rep in, let's just show up, let's just get on camera, let's just make it happen. I want to use today as a stepping stone to consciously change that, to be able to muster up energy if needed in order to be our best when it comes time to perform. And I put quotes around it because I'm not trying to give some sort of performance, but it's like I could just sit here, and if you go back on this channel, you'll probably see plenty of them where it's like, bruh, we're tired, like that's easy to do, and that's the lazy thing to do in my opinion. Right now, we're wrapping up I don't even know how many freaking hours that is, but we were 4:30 up today, started working, and it is 9:26 right now. So, I don't know, 17 hours today or something like that. This is the last thing that we've got to do. And like today, if it wasn't planned down to a T, I for sure would have just punted it. Punting the day is a concept I learned from Gary Vee, where it's like if you're just really having a shit day, it's better to just not do anything and really use it as a recharge than like try and do some minor things to keep moving the ball forward. It's like totally use it as a recharge, but only punt very rarely. Don't punt often. And I was outside by the apartment pool today because I wanted to like get some sun, review some scripts with pen and paper so that we could write them a little bit better than the absolute sludge that was in my head on the computer. And I was like, wow, if it wasn't down to a T, I would have for sure punted today because I feel like absolute shit. Like that was kind of the thought process that was going through my head. And I'm happy because we made it through and we put up a good effort on everything that was executed today. We had a planning block in the mornings that was from 4:30 to 6, was planning the post-production manager's onboarding that we have. He needs an intense onboarding, and then also organizing all the notes that I had from days prior into tasks for the rest of the week. And then went for my run, came back, refreshed the scriptwriter listings that we have, because that's a role that has plagued us in the past, and then worked on some scripts, reviewed some scripts, reviewed some more scripts, reviewed some videos. Like as I'm saying this, I'm realizing how much I'm still in the delivery. One of our critical tasks is hiring me out of the day-to-day, and the critical task is going to take 6 months likely. So that being said, that was a lot of what today was. I did end up firing one of our team members today who was a scriptwriter on our team. There were a few cultural misalignments that were there. I can train competence, but I can't train commitment. If we're not present on calls, being late to all of the calls that we are assigned to be on, not submitting work that we're even remotely proud of, and then canceling calls throughout the days that are important to go over expectations and stuff like this, we probably just won't be a good fit on the team if we can't remember a client's name after scripting for them for 2 weeks. That's not a good sign. And I had to do what, I mean, it never really gets easier. It always sucks. Every single time it sucks. But I've decreased my time latency to take action when I know something needs to take action. One person we need to let go of back in January, it took me 4 months to make that happen. From like August to freaking January, I knew it needed to happen. That was not 4 months. I don't know. I calculated with my coach earlier. It was 4 months that I waited when I knew I needed to get rid of this person to when I actually did. And then the next time that came around, it was like 2 weeks from when I knew I needed to get rid of somebody to when we did. And today it was a few days instead of actually when I truly knew was today. I wanted to set expectations, make points, and see if things changed, and then they didn't. And I got a blatant cancellation right in my face of what had happened. So basically, I set up a call to go over expectations, and then that call got canceled for a minutia of a reason. And then I said that's what I needed to see, and then I terminated the relationship effective immediately. So that was today. Then we got on 2 sales calls, both went really well. That did our script writing team call, and then after that, drove over to meet with a client to film in person. Filmed another week of content, so we've got 2.5 weeks in the bank now, and that will be good. Came back on the way back, called my dad, came back, ate dinner. After eating dinner, went outside, triaged my inbox, made my to-dos, came back, executed the to-dos, and now it is 9:30. And 9:30 feels really fucking late when he got up at 4:30 consistently. So that being said, I give myself a B+ on this video. Some some ahs, some yawns, but better than I was originally expecting it to go, given the fact that I can feel like pangs in the side of my head from the amount of hours that we've been up, active, and working with 0 rest. So that being said, I'm gonna go pop into bed over there and try and get a good night's sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow.